This was my face when I started playing the game, and these were my faces after I finished playing this game.
Just keep this intro brisk and short, but I've never quit a game as fast as I quit Jujutsu Zero. This will be the first and the last video you see of it on the channel. Let's get this rolling.
You guys know me, I had to check out the animations, so when I first spawned in, I thought it was good to first check out, you know, the running, the jumping, and all that stuff. And honestly, I was pretty impressed by what I was seeing. It looked very smooth, it felt somewhat responsive, it was pretty cool to me.
What? Wait, hold on, you saw that? Attention to detail like that is what I really like. Look at that. When you stop running, your character does a little like skid to stop. That's cool. Look. See? I love details like that. That's really cool. It's small. It's a small detail, but it's like those smaller details is what makes a game.
As you can see, I did not go into this game with a negative mindset. Anyways, I find an injured man and I take a quest from him, and he gives me a weapon called the Dragon Bone, which in my opinion was a really cool sword. Here, I'll check out the animations and you'll see me appreciating the animations.
Okay, we got a sword. Slash. Okay. No, dash. And then block. Whoa, the animations are actually crazy.
Anyways, the mission has us cut down these 3 sorcerers, which I do pretty quickly and efficiently. And afterwards, I finished the mission, returned the sword to the old man, and I ended up climbing this building where we run into a really cool and well animated Gojo versus Sukuna fight.
I assume we're gonna see like Gojo and Sukuna going like, I knew it.
If you're watching, you probably already saw the game, and you most likely saw this cutscene, so we're just going to skip to what I had to say after it.
Y'all spent all your budget on that. I'm not even gonna lie. Y'all spent all your budget on that. I know you spent all your budget on that.
After a quick cutscene, we run into Megumi, who I assume saved us from Gojo's blast. And upon running into Megumi, he is the one that loads us into the main game, into its main menu. And from there, you will see clans. Yes, there are clans in this game, which makes sense. It's a Jujutsu Kaisen game, and clans are a big part of Jujutsu Kaisen. The only thing is, clans are heavily decided by RNG. And look at the chances. They don't even tell you the chance for special grade. And they don't even tell you what's beyond special grade. You also can't look at what the clans are unless you go on the wiki online. The game doesn't actually have a list. Then I figured that I needed some info, so I decided to search up some codes and hopefully find a Trello page.
There's no way they don't have a Trello. All games. It's like all Roblox RPG games at this point have to have a Trello, right? It's pretty much the... No Trello, okay.
Let me rip into this game's tutorial real quick. Look at games like Jujutsu Infinite. While it's not the best game, at the very least the game goes out of its way to teach you how to go about playing the game when you load in. It teaches you the mechanics and the, setup fight that it makes you, and then even after you load in, it shows you where to go and how to grind. I can respect that. This game doesn't do that, and this game doesn't even have a Trello or a wiki page to use. Are we serious?
Alright, so no Kashimo clan, so we're just gonna pretend that doesn't exist.
After my disappointment with lack of Kashimo content, I finally spawned into the main game, and I first decided to check out the settings actually, and I will admit I was very impressed with the settings. Hear me out.
Wow, there's a lot of settings actually. This is really cool. Okay, I do like that. There's a lot of setting. And the UI does look nice. So, but where do I even go?
Thanks to this game's lack of direction, I actually got lost on where I was supposed to go. But eventually I was fortunate enough to stumble upon the quest giver for the beginner quest. And that's when I made the shocking realization. Well, not so shocking.
Wait. This game is a bandit beater, isn't it?
Yes, Otomo, this game is 100% a bandit beater. But that aside, let's actually get to the point where I start doing the mission, because this is where things kind of get annoying. In this bandit beater simulator, for some reason your M1s never feel like they hit the opponent. They're either deceptively short ranged, or they just seem to straight up phase through the opponent completely like you're fighting a ghost, and it's so annoying.
Get out of here. Trash. Come on. Come on. Let's go. Why can't I? Jeez, I feel like I can't hit these guys sometimes.
After looking at my character and going into the skill tree, I acknowledged it was cool, but more importantly, I wanted to know, how do I get my curse technique?
This looks clean, but it's like, dude, where do I go to get a CT then? Maybe you don't get your CT until you're like level 5.
Running around like a chicken without a head, I could not find out how to get a CT. So I decided that I was going to go check the wiki where I saw clans, hoping that it could help me, you know, actually play the game.
I feel so lost right now, bro. Okay, I need the wiki. How do I get curse techniques? Let's see here. Any news? They only have things on clans.
Yup, the wiki had nothing on curse techniques, so I had to search up a YouTube video on how to find the very simple button in the top left that takes you to the banner.
So where is the banner? Okay, yeah, we gotta search this up. This is so annoying. It says on a banner, but where's the banner? How to get curse technique in Jujutsu Zero. What? It was this button?
What's worse than actually finding the banner is when I start to make the realization it's a banner. This isn't just a normal thing where you spin for techniques. You have to wait for special techniques to come around.
Wait, so does this mean you can literally only spin Limitless as a special grade or Disaster Flames? A banner system? Are we serious? That's so annoying. Why? Does that mean if I want a curse technique, I have to wait for the banner to pass?
I decided to go and search for the curse techniques on YouTube because there was no other way for me to see them all. And here you can start to tell that I was starting to get kinda mad.
Okay, well, what are all the curse techniques?
Alright, y'all, so as you seen by the title, today I will be showing.
Bro, I'm getting mad, yo.
You can see my face of disappointment when I saw how mundane the curse techniques looked. I was so mad.
I'm not gonna lie, I hate to sound negative, but like, this game, bro, this game is not impressive to me right now. Like, maybe it's because I wasn't hyped for it, but like, this game seems so boring. Like, no offense, bro, this game seems so boring. I'll spin for Limitless, I guess, because whatever, I want a curse technique.
Well, I didn't get Disaster Flames and I didn't get Limitless either. So I had to put in another code, but this code was slightly different and it made me even more mad.
Subscribe to Riolu on YouTube. Okay, whatever. I'm not gonna lie, bro, this game is not that fun. Already, dude, I'm already bored.
At this point, I was just like in a really bad mood, and I saw the owner of this game actually made another game that I didn't play called One Punch Hero, and so here was my thoughts on One Punch Hero.
Did I even play One Punch Hero? I don't think so. And I can see why.
Fun fact, this game actually has an in-game, I guess, like check to see if you really subscribe to the YouTube channel. You actually have to turn your subscriptions to public just so that the game can check and make sure you subscribed. And that put me in an even worse mood because it felt like such a reach for subscribers. Like, it felt so desperate to me.
What? I need to keep my subscription privacy public. Okay, bud. Alright, well, they're public now, so go ahead, look. This is the most annoying way to beg for subs I've actually ever seen. Yes, if you want the code, subscribe to my channel. No. Put that back on private and I'm unsubbing. I'm not gonna stay subscribed. Anyways, whatever. Let's just keep seeing. I hate this banner system so much. Oh my gosh.
Anyways, I fail again and I don't get anything good. And it's around here that I think I lose all my patience and I kind of start going off.
Okay, well, I guess we'll use blood manipulation. I'm not gonna lie, I honestly don't want to keep playing this game already, bro. I can just see the bandit beating already. There's nothing that really tells me what to do, how to start. Honestly, this reminds me of that one other Jujutsu Kaisen game that ended up being a scam. Except this, I don't want to play this, and I'm not. So I'm just not gonna play this. I do not care what you say, bro. This game is not impressive to me for some reason. I was not hyped for it. I guess I just do not want another JJK game. But besides that, it's like the only JJK game I'm honestly waiting for, like, full release right now is Heian or Heian, whatever how you pronounce it. That's the only thing I'm waiting for right now. This game is just not impressive to me. Like, don't get me wrong, it's cool, but like, I'm not gonna play this. That was so boring. I can't believe I spent 35 minutes on that. I'm not playing this. I already know the banner system alone is a big reason why I won't play this. Why do you have a banner for curse techniques? That makes no sense, and that's really annoying. A banner, dude? And Kashimo's curse technique isn't in this? It's not? What's up with the banner? That's actually really annoying. The most annoying part is just the banner. You know, one thing that made Heian, whatever you pronounce it, such a cool game, is that you could basically get any curse technique you wanted. Gosh, that kind of looks creepy, doesn't it? You could basically get any curse technique you wanted in that game, as long as you met the requirements. It wasn't like just up to a spin of RNG, I think, except for maybe Gojo's clan, but I'm not. What the heck? It's so creepy. Except for maybe Gojo's clan, but I'm not even that sure. But yeah, I'm not playing that. I'm not gonna play that, bro. It only took me like what, 30 something minutes to tell that this game was a waste of time. No, I'm not playing that. We're just gonna end the video now. I'd rather play Forgotten Memories. Oh my gosh, we are so not playing this.